Yo, what's up, my people? And it's your boy. Been messing around with this Warframe. I started playing it back when it first came out a little bit, but of course, ran into Destiny and Battlefield, all these other games that was coming out when these systems first dropped. So I kind of, got off into those games, but uh, now I'm kind of messing with this Warframe, and I'm finding, this is a lot of people don't want to mess with free-to-play games because they don't want to spend money, but it's not necessary for you to spend a whole lot of money. Um, you could pay just maybe like $10 and get a decent bundle, or maybe $10 or $20, and get your feet wet, and that's what I've been doing. And right here you can see I'm just kind of looking at the market. These are all the different Warframes that you can buy, and they all have different abilities, and it's pretty sick, to be honest with you. I mean, I bought one of them um, along with a bundle pack, spent about 20 bucks. Um, and so, the one that I got was the one called Hydra, or Hydroid, actually, I think. And the abilities are pretty nice on that one. Looking at all the different guns and stuff, you could really actually spend a grip of money on this game, and if you wanted to, but it's not necessary. Nonetheless, I think that it's a really in-depth game. Obviously, I mean, if you look at just the market right here, this is just unbelievable. All the different things that you can get and customize your character, just outfit them with all kinds of different stuff. Um, so I'm just kind of scanning through the market, just showing. If you look at the top row, it says featured. Then it has Warframes, weapons, equipment, bundles, prime access, and then you can buy platinum, which is the currency in the game. I seen one platinum pack was $149. That's the biggest one you can buy, but you can buy as little as you can spend $9.99 or $4.99, actually. I think $4.99 on some platinum, and it goes from $4.99 to $149. And if you go over here to this section, this is your ship, by the way. For those who haven't actually played this or got into it, since they've been doing all these different upgrades and updates, I should say, for the game. I mean, it's gotten to the point where it's a totally different game. It's the last time you played this game was when it first came out. I have to say you're in for a treat. But anyway, that was the codex station. It has the quests and different codecs. Now this is the modding station right here, where you can actually manage your mods. You can do what's known as fusion, transmute, and then also sell your mods. This is the foundry right here. And in the foundry, you can actually forge weapons and tools and pieces of armor and equipment as you find the pieces that you need while you're playing the missions. This is the armory, where you can go through and you can do a lot of different things. You can do pretty much the same things to each one of the sections, which the top one is your Warframe. You can actually buy different Warframes here too. This is your primary weapon. You can go through and upgrade it, do all the color coding you want, customize the colors. You can buy different weapons here. And this is your secondary weapon. The same thing, equip, upgrade, and appearance, which, like I say, that's all the coloring and stuff. You can just completely, I mean, I've never seen a game where you could do so much customization on every single aspect of your character. And that, here's the color code. Matter of fact, they give you a basic set of colors, but you can actually buy different colors. And I'm assuming they're like, neon, have different effects on them, whatever. Now this is where you go, once you're in here and you're wanting to upgrade each weapon, it'll take you to this screen where you actually, can equip your mods, such as what I'm showing you right here. And you can do this for every part of your character, for your armor, primary weapon, secondary weapon, so on and so forth. With your sword, you can do the same thing, like I'm showing you right there. I have mods that I don't have equipped. The ones that are not equipped are the ones at the bottom, and then the ones you have equipped are at the top. Now it's really deep in terms of how this system works. I'm still trying to figure it out, but polarity is something that will influence how much you can put in here. So you have to actually match the mods to the right slots. Therefore, you don't take down your polarity unnecessarily, and you can actually equip more mods into it without burning up your available space. So that's pretty much it, I do believe, as far as your ship goes. What else in here? I think there's one other thing. I've been trying to do this mission where I can get a companion, and but I just keep failing that mission. But this is your helm of your ship, where you go to decide which missions you want to go on, and there's all sorts of different types of missions, including player versus player as well, which I haven't really messed with, but you know, I've been mainly doing the missions, just trying to get as much out of the missions that I can, and there is a ton of them. But you know, you have quests. You can just jump into missions. People will just send you random invites out the blue, and that's pretty much how that works for the most part, as far as I know. So anyway, this is a mission that I don't know how I got on it, whether I selected it or I got a random invite from somebody, but it's a pretty straightforward mission. I would have to say, out of all the different missions that I have taken part in, this is probably the easiest mission that I've come across, or the easiest type of mission. Just depends, really, to tell you the truth, the level of the mission, the level of the enemies. But nonetheless, on this particular mission, it was basically what they want you to do is track down 2 targets of of importance. Those 2 targets need to die. So basically, me and this random guy, we went in here, and this is on Earth, I believe. These targets are very high flight risk. Just run in here and kill these 2 dudes, and that's basically it, and we complete the mission. So that's pretty much the extent of that. Target located. Really, for me, it's a lot to wrap your head around, but then again, I mean, it just depends on how you approach it. If you just want to have some fun and mess around, there's a ton of guys on here that have been playing this religiously. So, you know, you don't really, a lot of times I found if you're in with some of those guys, it's not a whole lot required of you as a noob. You know, if you're like me, you know, you just want to try something different, and I'm having a lot of fun on it, just, you know, figuring out, you know, what all is possible. And believe me when I tell you, it's a lot possible on this game as far as gameplay and what you're able to do with your character. Much more so than I've seen on a whole lot of games, and that includes you know, Destiny. I mean, this game has as close to infinite possibilities with your character as I've seen on any game, and so therefore I would encourage a lot of people to try it out. It might, you know, you might spend a little bit of money on it, but that's your choice. You could actually decide not to and just roll with the basic setup and keep leveling up your character until you get, the game gives you different items and things of that nature, but it's up to you. You could go middle of the road, just spend, you know, just invest a little bit of money, or just, you know, who knows, spend as much as an actual game on it. But I would have to say, whatever you decide, is definitely worth just giving it a try. This game is very well done, and I think that's one of the the benefits to free-to-play models of games is that, you know, it's not over. You know, it's, whereas, you know, a game, for example, like Destiny, it is what it is. Yes, you see the amount of updates that they've done on this game, and it has not. They're fixing things. I mean, but overall, that Destiny is what it's the same game as when it first came out, and I can tell you that as opposed to free to play, like a game like this, it is not the same game when it came out. I mean, they are actually up to. I know when I looked at the update notes, the patch notes, it said 10 point something. And to me, that's probably way more than 10 updates, because every time they do an update, they do, you know, they might do patch 1.1 and then patch 1.2, so they're up to 10 point something. That means they have done a tremendous amount of work on this game, and it shows. But nonetheless, this is your boy. I'm signing off. You guys give this game a try. I highly recommend it. It is free to play, and have a little fun with it. Why don't you? One.